Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. A gorgeous face I've seen on many gay adult film covers from the 80s and 90s is in fact Joe Simmons, the popular gay adult film star and model who is in some of the most popular black gay films of his era. Joe Simmons hails from New York and was born on June 11th, 1965, which makes him Team Gemini. Shout out to all my Mercurial brothers. Love from Team Virgo. Simmons would model for popular gay photographers, black gay magazines of his era. So it's clear he wanted to make hot films as well as connect with the black gay community. Joe Simmons had an impeccably muscular form and stood at 6'2", making him an ideal model. So it's not surprising that he modeled for such popular and legendary queer photographers like Robert Mapplethorpe, one of the most esteemed gay photographers of the 1980s. He would be featured in nearly 80 titles throughout his career, from the 1980s to 1995, in titles like Black Men in Love, Cousin Buck, Black Pack, Getting Down, Black Book, and Made in the Shade. He was so popular that he would even be the cover star of numerous titles that revolved around his brand, like Sizzling Joe Simmons 1 and 2, Black Power, Soul and Salsa, and Black Magic. In the 1985 film Made in the Shade, a bunch of handsome black men travel out to the countryside to the woods, cabins, and barns in order to enjoy each other's company in private. The other stars in this country getaway are Johnny Walker, Jim Preston, David Seward, and several other black stars caught up in a hot woodsy action. In one intense scene, Joe Simmons has some alone time in the old country house with another young cabin mate, with Joe Simmons on top as the young bottom passionately stares into the camera. What I also think is so cool about Joe Simmons' legacy was that he made sure to cover the iconic and groundbreaking magazine Black, an American magazine made for and by the black, gay, and LGBTQ community throughout the 1980s and 90s. Now, I haven't read this article, but I'm curious to know what he would have thought were the most important topics for the black gay community during that time. He was also the cover star of Inches magazine, a very popular adult magazine for black gay men that I know many of you viewers have purchased and seen back in the day. Even I had a few copies of this magazine back in the day as well, so it's no surprise. Joe Simmons was incredibly popular and obviously very desired, but he's one of the few icons of this era that I've reviewed that was lost during this time period while he was still very young, with many websites reporting his death on October 2nd in 1995. He lives on through his work and the hearts of his admirers, and he's definitely a black gay icon of the 1980s and 90s. Have y'all heard of gay adult film star Joe Simmons? Sound off in the comments.